What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Bench Burner Sports. We are. I'm going to be kind of, I guess, leading the thing today, or we'll see what happens. Me and Max are a little under the weather, so just bear with us while we can, or while we're doing this. But anyway, I'm your, I guess, host today, Knuckles, joined by Squared and Max, and we're going to be talking about UFC Nashville this Saturday, July 12th. I'll be watching from home, but Squared and Max will be watching in the arena. Max, how you feeling, man?
I'm excited about UFC Nashville, but I'm not feeling very good. Gonna hang in there for as long as I can. You guys might see me disappear eventually, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna try.
All right, Squared, how about you, man? You excited?
I'm very excited. Very excited for this card. First card I've seen since last time we were in Nashville, or the UFC was in Nashville. August 2023. Not a great card. Absolutely sucked. Not absolutely. There were moments, but for the most part, it sucked. So here's their redemption shot. Not a lot of name value, but some good fights. That's beside the point. Follow us on X at bench_burner and all of our other social medias, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, anywhere else you can find us will be at Bench Burner Sports. Like and subscribe as well. Thank you.
I feel like the card has like name value. It's just
It's got Derrick
name
Lewis,
value that's ran its course.
Derrick Lewis and Wonderboy are some good names, but
Calvin
it's
Kattar.
just Calvin Kattar, yeah.
He's obviously not what he used to
Well,
be.
it's got Jake Matthews versus Chidi and Jokwani, so I mean, I don't know what else we need.
You're talking about the main event. You're talking about the people's main event.
I don't know what else we
It's
need.
crazy how they got the main event and they got like 7 fights after that. It's pretty cool that they gave us that.
It's like old
Doing
school.
like what
That's how they
Bellator
used to do it when they first
Bellator
started.
used to do like weird shit.
UFC did that too, like in the early 2000s. They did like
right.
The pay-per-view card first, and then had like untelevised prelims afterwards.
Right. Well, I think this card has potential for like, honestly, kind of like a lot of potential for finishes, especially on that main card. So, I think it should be a good fight night. There's like 3 fights I see in there that might have the potential to be fairly boring, but I mean, who knows? I think you guys are. I think this will definitely be better than the last one. I think they match these ones up. Not a lot of names. I mean, there's names in there, but there's not a lot of like stakes to be had right here. But I think that it's still going to be a fun little fight night for you guys. So start at the top with
Notice how he
Derrick
said
Lewis.
that so condescendingly because he got the Kansas City card. And he's like, it'll be good for you guys. Good little shit scraps for y'all.
Every Kansas City card.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Well, I'm sure. Well, I don't know. It's getting better. It's getting like actually the card this time was better on paper, but I think the one before was better delivery. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with the next card. I'm kind of hoping they go there every year. I'd love to go, but
I bet you would.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, or like go anywhere in my general vicinity. You know, that'd be great. I can drive a lot of places.
You didn't end up going to Des Moines, did you?
No, the tickets were like for nosebleeds were not quite double what I paid for mid-level in Kansas City. I was like, why are these so expensive?
Wasn't that like a week later?
Yeah. What did you pay for Kansas City?
I think after taxes and everything, it was like $220 for mid-level.
Yeah, we paid less, but we're up top. So
I was gonna say it was 170 before, but I got like the ticket protection and then taxes hit and everything else like that.
We pay like 130, 140. I don't
know. 140, I think.
This sounds right.
Right. Yeah, I've decided every time I'm getting the same spot in Kansas City. So if it's like, because I got to meet like 3 fighters. I got to meet 2 fighters and then Coach Eric or whatever. So I'm sitting in the same, not Coach Nick Sick, not that Coach Eric, but Eric, whatever the hell his name is, a little short man, little tiny pocket-sized guy that trains Henry Cejudo. I think it's his name's Eric. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is. But
where's the stupid ass sunglasses or glasses, whatever they are?
Dude. Those things are I like the guy. He was really super kind, but like in person, the glasses were even just. I was just like, wow. That's how I knew it was him because I saw the glasses. I was like, that could just be like another short Hispanic man, but I'm pretty sure. I'm like, nope. There's the glasses. There's the
They look
glasses.
like $10 fucking glasses you can get at Walmart when you're 13 years old.
They were actually like when you get it, like you can tell he spends stupid amount of money on that shit. Like they are they're good. They're
Well,
good
I'm sure
quality.
they are,
But anyway, yeah, but I'm getting the same seats every time because the fighters sit directly below where I sat, and I got a good view. So,
yeah. We got a
anyway,
good group going. We're going like 5 or 6 or 7 deep now. So
hell yeah, hell yeah. I was gonna say, and it's a 5 p.m. start time. That's not bad either. So,
yeah.
all right. Well, starting at the top, we've got Derrick Lewis versus Taliesin Teixeira. We're gonna go. I know from the mid-year fight awards, we kind of went. We went this guy, this guy, this guy. We're gonna go back to the open discussion for this one. So, I guess going into this one, I don't have the records on hand, but I know that Derrick Lewis has the most knockouts in UFC history, if I'm not mistaken. I think the most knockouts. He doesn't have the most finishes, but he has the most knockouts. Taliesin Teixeira himself seems to be a pretty big powerhouse. He's like 6'7", if I'm not mistaken. He's like really tall. And he flattened Justin Tafa's face in his last outing, if I'm also not mistaken. Kind of a setup fight for him to get into the. I mean, there's not much upper echelon in the heavyweight division right now, but pretty large step up coming from Justin Tafa to Derrick Lewis, considering the height and reach differences there, and also what they've done in their careers. I don't know if this is a setup fight for Taliesin or more of a Derrick Lewis kind of showcase, show out type of fight. I think it has the potential to be both. It just depends on what version of Derrick Lewis we get, I feel like. So
Yeah. I don't know. It's so tough because I feel like in his history, Derrick Lewis has somewhat struggled against dudes that have height and reach advantages, and this guy's got a whole lot of both. I mean, he's 4 inches taller and has 4 inches of reach on him too. Just a fucking unit, man. But I don't
think
know.
that
He was able to negate that versus Volkov in all fairness, but those are days of old.
I was about to say that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But
well,
yeah,
I feel like
mean,
Teixeira's
we can do it.
well, I feel like Teixeira's the type of guy that's going to want to like get more into a firefight than a lot of the other
Yeah,
fighters
that's
that Derrick
kind of
Lewis
what I
fought.
was thinking.
And
Like
that's not how you want to fight against Derrick Lewis, and that's why
yeah,
I could be wrong because Teixeira might be the real deal. He's kind of reminds me of that other dude that came up. He had the stupid ass catchphrase. I don't remember what it was. Boom boom bop or whatever the fuck that guy. He was like, yeah, I can't remember. He speaks like he's an Englishman, but I don't remember what country he's from. Taliesin Teixeira reminds me of that guy. 2 up and comers, maybe 2 firepower, guys with a lot of firepower. But I think in this scenario, Derrick Lewis, I think until he just drops off a cliff, I think he's always going to have that power. He's always going to be able to kind of get dudes out of there. And for that, I think that Teixeira is going to probably walk into his world, and it's not a very bright idea. And I think that Derrick Lewis probably knocks him out within the first 2 rounds. Yeah, especially this being a 5-round fight. And Lewis does have 5-round experience, and he can finish people at the end of the 5th round, kind of like he did with Volkov. Yeah, I got Lewis in this one because he's always live, no matter.
he can finish people at the end of the 5th round if he doesn't fucking get caught eating. What was it? His coach took a picture and posted on Instagram. He was eating fucking chicken right before the walkouts, like just big ass plate of chicken and ribs right before he was about to fight. Literally sitting in his fucking trunks.
That's fucking
ready
fun.
to go.
Dude, if that man walks into the arena Saturday night and I see a barbecue stain on his shorts, I'm leaving the arena immediately.
And then he, of course, gassed out in that fight. I wonder why.
That motherfucker, yeah, I can see him. He's gonna have some
totally
spice.
see him.
He's gonna eye poke Teixeira. He's gonna have Nashville hot chicken.
Dude, I could totally see him being one of those guys that shit themselves in the octagon.
Funny enough, he almost did when he fought Travis Brown. Travis Brown kept kicking him in the fucking gut or whatever, and he was like close to shitting himself. Then he knocked him out.
Travis Browned his trousers. Am I right,
Yeah,
guy?
yeah. Like out of here. And then he knocked him out, and then he said, "Where Ronda Rousey fine ass at?"
Yeah.
You know, that's
for me personally. I just have this feeling that Teixeira is going to catch him early, before he's able to negate the length and anything like that. Before we get to the later rounds where he might have more experience, or where he does have more experience. I just think he catches him early and gets him out of there. Derrick Lewis has been caught a couple times now. One that comes to mind is Surreal. That's a good. I mean, not a good loss. No loss is like a good loss, but that's one that's pretty acceptable in the heavyweight division.
Especially since was he the one that hurt him, or was that Ty?
Ty.
Okay.
Yeah, Ty. Yeah. Man, I forget about that. Ty sat his ass down, but that's beside the point.
I thought Lewis hurt him too. I could be totally tripping on that, but
maybe
I'm wrong. I don't know.
He might have like touched him, but he didn't sit his ass down the way that Ty did.
I think he wobbled him a little bit.
I think he kind of took a dive against Ty because he like was hurt, but then like
the way he fell was a way more of like a I give up kind of fail.
That's
than
what
a fall than a oh, you just knocked me out. But yeah, I just kind of expect Teixeira to catch him with something pretty early on in the fight, not really give him the chance to do Derrick Lewis things, which sucks because I think the perfect way to end that night would be Derrick Lewis thrusting his hips into the canvas, throwing his shorts off, throwing his cup out, calling out for like all his things. Just like I think he did that last time, which was a while ago, by the way. That's another concern I have. But last time, his last fight, he won. And it's like he just went through the checklist of like Derrick Lewis things, just taking the shorts off, throwing the cup. He did everything.
We need him to have a really good arm so that cup makes it up to us.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Is it crazy to say that Derrick Lewis, if he gets a
catching that shit in the nosebleeds like it's Thor's hammer? Just
is it crazy to say here that if Derrick Lewis wins this fight, like I mean, again, because the division is so weird, he could find himself in a heavyweight title fight in the next like 6 months or so if he wins this one and then maybe another one, or even yeah. I mean, honestly, he's won this to be. If he wins this one,
something would have to fall through with another top contender, but it wouldn't shock me. It also like the fact that Teixeira could win this fight and then be 1 or 2 fights away from.
I think if Teixeira wins, if Teixeira wins, it's like he's like 1 fight away. Yeah,
because which is it speaks more to the division than anything. Just insane.
And I think Teixeira winning here is better for the division, realistically, because we just need some new motion. I want Lewis to win just for the culture, but like Teixeira, I mean, I think he legitimately has good power. I think he has a good future in this division. Is he still in his 20s? I'm not.
Yeah, he's 25.
25. Oh, he's got
me and Max's age out here.
Oh yeah, we got
the Black Beast.
Let's see.
If the UFC doesn't cut him for whatever stupid ass reason, I was gonna say if the UFC doesn't cut him for some stupid ass reason, which they tend to do for heavyweight fighters when they need to, when they need to stay on the roster.
They don't do that as much when they're knocking people out though.
Well, I mean, like honestly, I know that they didn't.
They cut Romanov.
They cut Nasi.
That was very
Biggie Boy.
Yeah, but Biggie Boy was also kind of warranted. I get more so keeping.
No,
Biggie
it was
Boy
not.
Around.
Yeah, Biggie Boy is not warranted. If a guy's winning mostly in the division, in the heavyweight division, just keep him around for the sake of like
legitimately. They have
not like a very great entertaining fighter, but
no. And the thing is, you got to
keep what little talent you have in that division.
Right, I agree with that. But the thing is, like, it's different when like fucking Mick Parkin's doing that, and like fucking guys that are just coming in and they're on their 12 and 12s. Biggie Boy is making a lot of fucking money to go out there and do that. So I get both sides of the argument. Because, I mean, you're paying that guy. I mean, I'm sure he was making probably in the low 100,000s, if not like high tens of thousands. And he's going out there and putting on duds every time. I think he got like 1 finish in the last 4 or 5 years.
See, I think that's the thing, too, is that the UFC looks for 2 things in the heavyweight division. You either got to like have be able to finish people, be consistent, be good, decently good.
And they haven't
Or
got any of that.
or you have
Just
to
be
have the
entertaining.
ability, or you have to have the ability to get knocked out spectacularly, which is why they keep people like
Did you
Rogerius
say
de Lima.
get knocks out or get knockouts or get knocked
Get knocked
out?
out.
Get
They want
knocked
people
out.
who
Get
will
knocked
get
out.
knocked out. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Like de Lima, Austin Lane, which he's fighting on this card. Tafa, that I legitimately think that's the only reason either Tafa brother's still around is because when they lose, it's kind of funny, So, but I mean, we'll see if I think it's kind of crazy that they put Junior on this card with Walter Walker. They're gonna fucking scrap in the backs or something like that. But anyway,
Do they hate each other?
so picks for the main event. I'm going with Lewis. Max, what do you got on that one? Lewis.
Even now, I'm still so undecided. I'm like, I guess Teixeira.
Okay, and sure. Okay, cool. All right. That being said, moving on to the co-main event between Stephen Wonderboy Thompson and Gabriel Bonfim. Bonfim, is he coming off of a win? I did not get to look at his record. I know that
So yeah,
that Wonderboy's coming off of that nasty ass loss to Joaquin Buckley.
I think Bonfim is coming off of a win. He lost in the UFC, but not in his last. He's coming off 2 wins. He beat Angulusa and Chaos Williams, and lost to Nicholas Dalby 3 fights ago.
Well, pretty big step up here from fighting Chaos Williams. But again,
by the way, a Brazilian losing to Dalby, that shouldn't count as a loss on their record because that's just like set in stone. You're going to lose to him.
Yeah, no. I'm looking at this fight as I think that Bonfim's going to stalk him. I think Wonderboy will keep him on the outside for maybe like the first round, maybe round and a half. And then Gabriel's just going to continually move forward until he can get inside on him and probably get him to the ground. And I would say submit him or just beat his ass on the ground for the rest of the fight. I mean, he's got 13 submissions on his record. That's pretty damn good. Sorry if I'm cutting. Am I cutting out? Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay. Anyway, he's got 13 submissions on his record, which is pretty damn good. He is very, very grappling heavy. Wonderboy just, I don't know if he has it anymore. I mean, he has it still. Like he was winning the Buckley fight until he wasn't. But I think that Bonfim will ultimately get on the inside probably in the later parts of round 1, early round 2. And I think he's honestly going to secure a submission in this one. I know that Wonderboy has okay grappling defense, but I just think that Bonfim, younger. Also, Wonderboy's 42. It's just
he's old, man, and it's going to be, I think, a Bonfim masterclass, and then I'm going to have to drop the Godfather, look how they massacred my boy meme and feel really sad.
Right.
So
I wish they gave us the same respect, which I know they can't because fucking 90% of the cards are in America. But sometimes I wish they gave us the respect they do when they go to Mexico and give some Mexican guy some shit can that he's going to mollywop. Like, come on, let Wonderboy beat up on someone for us, please.
Or even like
Right,
UFC Night in Vegas, they did the same damn thing.
Which, like, damn, in our territory, y'all gonna whatever.
I think you're gonna get to see a little bit of that like Wonderboy range in the first part of the round. You'll get to see him, do a little bit, but I mean, he's 6 foot. The guy he's fighting 6 foot, so it's like I don't know where the reach is at on either one of them, but he's gonna stalk him, and it's gonna be a tough night at the office.
Well, that's my thing too. It's like Bonfim, he's a grappling heavy fighter, but the dude can still, he's a fine stand up fighter.
Oh yeah, he's just like his brother, the one that KO'd Terrence McKinney or whatever with that.
Yeah. Gabriel Bonfim, he's got what? He's got 3
13
KOs,
submissions,
crazy, but
13 submissions, 3 knockouts, and 1 decision. So he's a finishing guy. I mean, he fucking
he has no knockouts in the UFC, but
but he doesn't like to go the distance. I mean, that's one thing for sure. So
he's only done that once in the UFC.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Bonfim's going to finish him here. I think Wonderboy, this is going to be kind of his retirement tour here, honestly. And I mean, what better place to do it than kind of close? I mean, not super close to home, but you're, getting there.
It's close to an event in South Carolina as they're going to do for quite a while, probably. Unless they go to Charlotte, I guess that would be closer.
Yeah, they just went to
Right.
Charlotte though, and this
When was
year
the
or
last time
last.
that-
It's either
Last
earlier
year.
this year or last year.
Yeah, I was about,
Last year.
that was a while ago last
Very
year.
often.
No. Probably about the same consistency as Nashville. They'll probably go there again sometime next year.
Yeah, that or a little less maybe because hell, they've only got
So we all
this decade, and we've gotten two at least.
riding Bonfim on this one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Next one up is Calvin Kattar versus Steve Garcia. Calvin Kattar is coming to this fight 23-9-0. Steve Garcia is 17-5-0. Steve Garcia is coming into this fight on a 5-fight win streak, all finishes.
All knockouts.
All knockouts. Just recently coming off of one against Kyle Nelson, who has been looking good in his own right. He just kind of steamrolled him. Calvin Kattar, though, fun fact, has never been knocked out. He had a TKO loss, quote unquote, when he snapped his.
TKO.
Doesn't say with. Well, no, he broke his or he tore his ACL.
I'm pretty sure he got standing TKO'd by Max.
No, that was
Did he not?
No.
It was
That's a
crazy
decision,
that it
yeah.
didn't get ended in the fourth.
Yeah.
But
Should have been.
Yeah.
So Calvin Kattar can fucking take a beating. Steve Garcia can put a beating on. I think this one right here for me is going to be like this is going to be an action fight. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be great. Probably going to get to see a lot of Calvin Kattar step in elbows, which is always beautiful to see. Love that. And we're also going to see Steve Garcia just go berserk. Calvin Kattar's like 37.
Yeah.
Steve Garcia's 33.
Yep.
So they're both, not spring chickens necessarily, but I think Steve Garcia is riding the hot hand here, and I'm gonna go with Steve Garcia getting the decision win here. I don't think he'll finish it. Calvin's also been just kind of slowly fading. I don't know what you guys think about that.
I think that chin breaks eventually too. I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised if Garcia put him down, maybe like a TKO. But
he put away a lot of like fighters that are really, really
not bad.
strong, like tough.
I do want to say respect to this fight because it was like the first good one on the card that they had announced. Like for a while there, we were sitting with Derrick Lewis and Teixeira as main event, which was like concerning. And then we had like the two women's fights, and then they announced this one, and this is the one where we're like, okay, like this might be something.
So. Also, dude, like I think the Calvin Kattar, it's kind of like not for him, but it's gotten a little bit downplayed lately because we've actually had some successful older fighters. But I think Calvin Kattar is the epitome of the over 35 curse at featherweight and below, which is so weird because I mean you would think like Tony Ferguson versus Gaethje, that was like the down. I mean, obviously.
Max, your audio.
What's up?
There you go.
Okay, sorry. Like Tony Ferguson versus Gaethje, that was obviously that was the end of it for Tony Ferguson. But then, like you look at Calvin Kattar versus Max Holloway, comes back out and puts on an absolute masterclass against Giga Chikadze.
Let's also not forget that he got robbed against Josh Emmett.
That's very true. He got robbed against Josh Emmett, and I mean, hell, so like it's weird because he didn't just totally lose it after that Max Holloway fight. I mean,
and I will say,
the Arnold Allen one was the really questionable. Like that's a knee injury. How much? So really, it's like if you
and I think he won that first round, didn't he, against Arnold?
He might have. If you look at the losses as far as like, all right, so the Josh Emmett one's a robbery. Obviously, these are excuses to an extent, but like Josh Emmett robbery. Arnold Allen knee injury. If you're looking at the two hard losses, it's Aljo and Zalal. And Zalal is a good fighter.
And Aljo's
and Aljo's a great fighter.
But I mean, the Chikadze fight right after the beatdown he got against Holloway was like a total masterclass. Like dominated the whole fight.
Well, and I was going to say
he kind of did to him what Max did to him
a little bit. Yeah.
He kind of
not to that extreme of an extent,
but he turned the table.
Yeah, I mean, he just totally flipped the script.
I was going to say, too, the Yusuf Zalal fight, the last fight, Zalal just kind of ran away for a lot of it. Like, I mean, he was doing good work, but like in the third round when Calvin was actually getting close and hitting him with some shots, Zalal just kind of ran the whole fight. And I mean, Calvin finally kind of found the distance and was finding the timing. He is a lot of the time, at least from fights that I've seen, he kind of starts a little bit late.
Yeah, well, he's
Steve,
just so one-dimensional too.
Steve Garcia, though, Steve Garcia is not a guy you want to start late against. Like, he needs to
No.
be in there. Like, I think Calvin Kattar would be wise. Honestly, I know it's probably not the wisest decision in the world, but in my opinion, I think it would be smart is to just go in and put it all out there. Like, go out on your shield. If you get put out, you get put out. But like from the get go, just firefight. And Steve
Well, his
Garcia's been
problem is,
finishes.
dude, like, in my opinion at least, he throws I mean, his boxing is incredible. He's got really good elbows, but he doesn't do anything else. Like, his kicks aren't great. He doesn't wrestle. So to me, it's like his style of fighting is just fading out of the UFC. Like, in MMA these days, you cannot be just great at one thing and then skate by.
But that's the thing. Steve Garcia is not much of a grappler either, so it's kind of like this is just going to be a banger ass stand up battle. Like, that's the thing. You put grappler against grappler, they're going to strike, but you put striker against striker, they're not going to grapple. They're going to strike. And I think that in this case, Calvin Kattar does have the better boxing.
Tell that to Francis Ngannou fighting Cyril Gahn.
Oh yeah, true. Well, he was also fighting on one fucking knee, so it's like, but
Which makes it even crazier that he was grappling.
right. But yeah, I think it's just going to be a really good fight, and I think you guys might be right. Calvin might get finished on this one because like Steve Garcia is just a hitter, man. I mean, he it's 3 years.
I'm wrong, dude.
But he's also only fought 5 times in 3 years. I know that's not that bad, but I'd like to see more activity, especially out of a guy who's his age.
Fair.
And Calvin Kattar, same way. I mean, again, I know he was nursing the ACL from before, but like he wasn't super consistent. I'm still gonna go Steve Garcia decision though. I don't know how you guys feel. What are you guys thinking?
Yeah, I think he probably TKOs. I wouldn't be surprised if not. I do think that Kattar's going to be able to answer at some points throughout the fight, but I just think he gets him out of there. I think it's just kind of a cumulative thing. One of those pattern recognition moments where it just doesn't seem like this is going to go Calvin's way.
Right.
Even despite like the questionable losses that maybe shouldn't have been losses or all that, I just feel like probably on a 4-fight losing streak, it's going to be hard to dig yourself out of that pit.
Oh shit! I didn't realize
regardless of the circumstances.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going Garcia, but looking at the losses and who they're to and the context of them, I'm less confident because I just didn't really think about that. But
level of competition is very huge gap between the two. I will say that.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Kattar's out here losing decisions against former champions. So, and not to think Kyle Nelson's a bad fighter, but
I think Kyle Nelson was supposed to fight. No. Kyle Nelson might have stepped in for Calvin Kattar. I think Calvin Kattar was supposed to fight Steve Garcia originally, or vice versa. Somebody stepped in for somebody in that situation. I do remember that. I'd have to look at the canceled fights. I'm on Sherdog, so they don't really show the canceled fights. But
let me see.
But yeah, it's going to be a good fight, I think.
Yeah. Kattar was supposed to fight Kyle Nelson.
And then
Kattar withdrew.
Yeah, Kattar withdrew and Steve Garcia filled in. So it's kind of it's coming full circle. So, but next up is the one that I think ourselves, our viewers, everybody on the face of the planet is excited for. It is time for Nate the Train.
Nate the Train of the UFC, baby.
But yeah, going into this fight, Nate Landwehr 18-6, Morgan Charrier. I don't have anything nice to say about him. Just Morgan Charrier,
bitch. Sorry,
the Frenchie, is 20-11-1. Charrier is always in there for he's in there for. He's always getting into kind of firefights.
He's a banger. You gotta admit that at least.
No, he gets into firefights. Like the Nathaniel Wood fight was fun. But I don't know if Nate Landwehr is the type of guy that you want to get in there with to throw a firefight, because if he doesn't lose, he might win. And He just, I mean, I'm going into this fight looking at the David Onama fight and how he just took. I mean, he got his ass whooped and then come back and whoop that ass.
Whoop my ass and see what happens.
See what
That is an
happens. That's right.
all-time quote.
No, dude.
my ass and see
No matter what,
Well, dude, you
it's
just
going to
saw,
be
like-
fun because
Sorry, you saw like the difference in that fight. The heart that fucking Nate has. Like, he could be totally out of gas, and he still finds a way to throw punches with power. He puts them out there and puts them out there
Right.
hard. Somehow, whenever he's literally clearly just totally exhausted, it's not going to be technical, but you don't want it to hit you in the face.
no. And again, the dude's a former KSW champion. He's been in there against really good fighters. He's been in there. I mean, is he coming off? He's coming off the loss to Doo Ho Choi, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I think that Doo Ho Choi would also do the same shit to Morgan Charrier because he's just good like that. So in this fight, I think that this serves Nate well. I think it could go either way. Honestly, I don't even know who the favorite is. I'd venture to guess that it's Morgan Charrier, but I got Nate Landwehr in this, man. I got to ride with Nate the Train always. He's going to make it a firefight, and he's probably going to get bloody pretty quick. And I think it's going to be just fun as hell. And when Morgan realizes that he can punch him and Nate doesn't give up, I think that's going to kind of wilt him a little bit.
It's going to bring the French out of him. He's going to be like, oi,
yes,
I quit.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I quit.
Basically, before the end of the fight, I will say Morgan Charrier is one of the only French people that I've seen fight in the UFC that doesn't give up. But I think this one's going to invoke the inner French in the man. So,
yeah, I got.
I would go Nate.
Give me Nate.
What'd you say,
I think there's definitely a chance of Charrier catching him just because he is a dog too.
Yeah,
he's a firefighter with big hands, but I think Nate wins. I think so.
Right on. Squared, you going with Nate?
Yeah. Oh, brother, was it a doubt? Was there a doubt?
I mean, no. But
I mean, for all the same reasons. Nate's a dog. He's going to dog it out. It's going to be a dog fight, but the big dog is going to win. Nate the Train in the UFC.
I said one of these days that I was going to get a train tattoo to honor Nate Landwehr, and I think that day is going to come one day.
By the way, would like to think that I kind of spoke this fight into existence, even though it seems like a very obvious. Like he's from Clarksville. It's 45 minutes away from here. Why would you not put him on the card? But they just seemed like they kind of waited to the last second, and like he was talking about how he didn't have any fight news going into it. I put out my Nate the Train edit, baby, and I think that made it happen. Just saying, thank me later when this gets fight of the night. Thank me later.
I really wanted. Was it you that put into the universe that we wanted it to be Billy Q, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I kind of would have liked
that. Well, we wanted
Pedicus.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We wanted
shout out Pedicus.
Trevor Peak on the card too, but he's hurt. It sucks.
Yeah.
He probably would have been.
He was supposed to be. Yeah, he was supposed to be in Iowa.
Only 12 fights, which is like an average amount, I would say.
Yeah,
I was hearing that honestly, they were just going to slide with 11 until they finally announced this one.
Nah, man. I think okay. In person, you want more fights. Watching on TV, you want less. That's just what I've come to realize. Because for me, the perfect
matchups.
Huh?
I think it just depends on the matchups.
Well, true, but I think the perfect card is
13 damn good matchups.
But 10 fights, 10 or 11 fights is perfect. I think didn't it? 317 was 11. 10 or 11. Yeah.
Well, that's also with cancellations.
Right.
I think
that's why it was
they usually aim for 12 to 13.
Right.
And then occasionally we'll get 14. But
right.
Yeah, if there's fallouts and nobody can fill in, obviously there's going to be less, 12. Or 11 or 10.
Well, so moving on, we've got Vitor Petrino versus Austin Lane in a heavyweight bout. This is Vitor Petrino's heavyweight debut. He is 11-2, and Austin Lane is 13-6. But Petrino is most recently coming off of a nasty knockout loss to Dustin Jacoby. I don't know. Was that was this year, right? Or was that last year? I don't remember. All I know is that it was disgusting. And then
I'm sure Austin, last year, I thought so. Late last year, December. I think it was the last card before they took their break.
Right. And then I'm sure Austin Lane's coming off of some cartoon ass knockout because he always
Yeah,
gets.
no,
And that's
he's coming off. He fought that debut guy. I can't remember
the guy,
who.
Pinto. That's the guy I was talking
Yeah,
about.
Oh, yeah.
he was looking good until he got caught with that right hook.
Right.
I'll give him that. He was actually looking really sharp. If I recall correctly, he was looking really sharp, and then he got caught with that right hook. Just
right.
put him down.
Also beat Robelis to Spain before that.
Yeah.
And Pinto is the other guy that I put up there with like Taliesin to share that I think he might be a heavyweight to watch 10-0. And I think Austin Lane's also kind of like finally finding his footing in the UFC. I don't know what took him so long to like figure his shit out, but he seemed. I mean, he's 37. He's not going to fight for a title. He's not going to do anything spectacular. But I think that he is really finding his way because he's grappling more. He's doing more like he's being more technical. That's the whole thing. Like he's actually like trying. Compared to before, he was going out there and getting knocked out like a cartoon against everybody. I mean, Janata Denise, Justin Tafa, but the Despain win gave me hope, and then the way that he was looking against Pinto before he got knocked out gave me hope. So I think in this one, he's going to get knocked out like a cartoon. I mean, I said all
Austin
that
Lane?
just to say.
I mean, I agree. Vitor Petrino, don't get me wrong, it's not looking good to lose to Anthony Smith when he did. And even I don't rate a Justin Jacoby loss that high.
Justin Jacoby, evil version.
Sorry,
the evil
dude.
version.
Fucking sick, man.
Bizarro
Catch break on the pronunciations tonight. But
you're good.
It's not like that was like some Brazilian dude with a crazy name. You just
I just mix up the letters, man. I'm fucking out of it.
What about what about the Pustin Dorier fight coming up? What do you think about that one?
Gustin Jaichi.
Lyric Dewis in our main event. But I think Vitor, if you look at it, at the time of those losses, he was still only like 25 and 26, and now he's 27, which is still young for those heavier divisions. And I do think he'll probably learn from it because he's got some good qualities. The tangibles are all there. I mean, he's built like a tank. He's actually built like a heavyweight fighter that you look for. And I mean, he can fight. He's proven that. He's got power. I think he'll learn from those losses. And now he's at heavyweight, which is probably a better division for him, I would think. And yeah, I think we see him kind of have a breakout night. Obviously, it's against Austin Lane, a guy that hasn't been great in the UFC, but I think it'll be impressive.
Personally, I don't have too much to cook on. I was in agreement with what you were saying. He's just Lane's gonna get knocked out cartoonishly. We might literally hear a bonk noise go throughout Bridgestone. What happens? He might have a little goose egg sprout out from his head.
Yeah. If you see the fucking Acme truck outside the building, you know that shit. Like that shit's about to go down. I will say that.
I was like, oh shit, is DDP here? What the fuck?
Right. Watch if there's an Acme truck and then you see DDP sitting in the crowd, you know it. But I also want to say on this too that I think this has potential to be. I don't think it will because Petrino does have finishing ability and he's pretty tough, or he's pretty just. He hits hard is what I'm trying to say.
I could see this one being very. I know where you're going. This could be a very boring fight.
Yeah, I think this could be.
I think if Austin Lane does the Despain route, we're gonna get a boring fight. I guess I'm being optimistic, and especially since I'm paying to see this fight, that won't be the case.
Austin Lane's one of those NFL dudes, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why it kind of surprised me. It took him so long to start tackling people. Like, what the fuck? I don't know.
I mean, he was a fucking linebacker in the NFL too, I think.
Right. So I think we're all riding Petrino on this one.
Very good.
Going,
I said he wasn't very good, but
nah, I mean, neither was Greg Hardy or any of those other fucking guys. But
Greg Hardy was good.
Greg Hardy was a beast in college.
He was a great NFL player at the beginning of his career. He just
I'll
lost
never
it
give
all
him any.
because of
I'll never
the
give him any credit.
A
wife beater
massive
stuff.
sack of shit.
Oh yeah, that's why he got canned from the NFL because he's beating on women.
Good old Dana said, with arms wide open, just
That's right.
bring it here, brother.
Oh, you have crimes on you have crimes on your record. Come, let's go.
Hey, but in Dana's defense, because of him, we got to watch that man get knocked out silly a bunch of times. So,
oh my god,
hey,
We're
the
literally in
tattoo we've
boxing.
also won. The tattoo we've also won just replays in my head all the time.
that one is so funny to me because of the way that he stung Ty, and he
then
gets like excited. You see him go like this, like he stings Ty, and then you see like in his body he goes, "All right, time to finish the job." He like gets all set and then goes in and just
He saw his
gets frozen halfway through a punch and just falls.
he stung Ty once and saw his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, damn.
I didn't know if I could say that. I felt like I might be going too far, but
shit.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
going
not a
on.
laughing matter.
Where's the insert the Charles meme where he's doing the face though. Fuck it. Yeah. Anyway, moving on to the last fight of the main card. It is Mid versus Ass. Not Junior Tafa versus Tuco Tokos. Junior Tafa is like 1-2 in the UFC, or maybe 1-3. I think he's 1-2.
Keep in mind, one of those fights was on like 2-day notice.
Right. Tuco Tokos is because they swapped. Yeah. Tuco Tokos is 0-3 in the UFC. I think going into this one, we're kind of looking at, is Tokos going to be able to get him to the ground, or is Junior Tafa going to be able to knock him out? I don't have a ton to cook on this because they're both just not great fighters, MMA fighters. I think Junior Tafa should stick to kickboxing. But
one thing I will say, have you seen Junior Tafa this week?
Yeah, he looks good. He looks really good.
He looks jacked. He's looking like fucking Carlos Olberg almost. He's like lost a lot of weight. Looks like he's taking it way more serious, which I do like.
And I think when fighters do that, it shows in the ring. Like that, anytime a fighter is cut like shit out of their life and like made themselves fit. I mean, and again, everybody was saying Junior Tafa was a 205er the first time he fought. Like you could just see it. He had a lot of extra around the midsection. And I think it's going to show out here. I don't think his takedown defense is going to be improved tremendously. But again,
hey, if he's one of those guys training with Craig Jones, who knows?
Well, and the thing is like the guys that he lost to. Let me bring this up real quick. I know one of them was Walter Walker, who is known for
Walter Walker, Marcos Rogerio de Lima, and Mohamed Usman.
Right. So we're talking about guys who are like fairly decent at grappling, and also I think the Marcos Rogerio de Lima, because it was like you said, like 2 days notice. That was just a little bit too much too soon.
Well, that was just leg kicks that really got him.
Yeah, well, De Lima is just a little bit too much too soon. He's
if you remember,
a good fighter.
Yeah, that's true. If you remember, he literally TKO'd him with leg kicks pretty much. I mean, he finished with the ground and pound technically, but he was chewing his leg.
Tafa's coming off of a win against Sean Sharan, which I don't know how, or Sharaf, I don't know how great that win is. I mean, the guy was undefeated when he fought him, but still, you're defeating an undefeated guy, or you're beating an undefeated guy. You're young. He's 28. I have a lot more faith that Junior Tafa will get a knockout than I do in Tuco Tokos getting a takedown and holding him there. Because
Junior's only 2 wins in the UFC are by knockout.
Right. And I think that, I think that's what this will be here. Tuco Tokos is he's just not great, man. Like I got to be honest. There's nothing about the man that I see that impresses me. I know he had like a little bit of a run there in LFA or whatever. He's fought in, or not LFA, Fury. He's fought in like 6 different promotions. He fought in Bellator. He fought in Peak Fighting Championship. He fought in Fury. He fought in Road to the UFC. He fought in Shuto. He fought in fucking a bunch of different promotions. And so that tells me that.
Well, I mean. Junior's win before he got in the UFC was in Risen. I mean, that's always a good.
Right.
good
And I
competition
was
usually.
funny if I
A lot
think
of 6
like
in one game.
from our previous discussions too, like I was kind of high on Junior before I found out that like he just cannot defend takedowns. Um, but again, if Marcos Rogerio de Lima is not getting him down and holding him down and beating him up there, I don't think Tuco Tokos is going to. Because I think De Lima is a better grappler. And again, I know this is like a completely different fight and quite a bit of time later. Yeah, I just got Toffee here, man. I think and again, I think I saw somebody put that the line on him right now is like minus 165. I would hammer that, man. I think that's a good value. I think that's really good value. At 165, I feel like he should be a bigger favorite in my head. But
What is he? I wonder what he is by knockout. Because
yeah, that's the one I would bet. That's
let me
the one
see
I
what
would
that
bet.
is real quick.
But anyway, while you're looking that up, let's. Yeah, this card's not half bad, really. You guys get Mike Davis on it, Chris Curtis, Jake Matthews, and Chidi. Lauren Murphy making a return, Kennedy, Walter Walker. Go ahead if you got it.
Oh, I was just nodding.
Okay.
I got you in a second.
I'll say Fatima Klein's making her return as well back on this. Pretty decent.
She's been looking pretty good.
Yeah. I think, and that Melissa Martinez, I don't know a lot about her, but she's also 8-1, so that's a good fight to watch.
All right, let's see. God, it's making this so difficult.
You're good, man.
UFC. I don't think they have fucking odds out yet for finishes. Of course.
Well, while we're waiting for
he's coming back now.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm excited, and obviously, me and Square are gonna be there. Sorry, everybody, that I didn't have more energy tonight. I'm kind of faking it till I make it right now. But
it's all good.
Let us know if you guys see this and are gonna be there. Let us know, and we're down to meet up with some people. So we'll be wearing our bench burner merch.
Oh yes, Square. Did you have a pick on Tokos and Tafa?
Not really, honestly. Probably Tokos. Rooting for a Tafa knockout.
I don't agree.
No,
we were just talking about.
Surprised.
Have you seen Tafa this week?
Tuco sucks.
That's fair. He does look fucking good. Tafa looks good, but I don't know. I don't have faith in his IQ is the main thing. It's more against Tafa than for Tokos.
I think Knuckles brought up a good point. A lot of times that fighters get in shape like that, they're cutting shit out of their life and putting more effort actually into their training and their game. So hopefully we see a different. I think it'll look good. I mean, Tukos just lost, didn't he, in the UFC? Yeah, to what's his name? I know. Yeah, so Junior just beat Sean Sharaf in his debut, but Tukos 0-2 in the UFC against Navajo Sterling and Umar C. That just does not scream.
Those are two decent players, actually, but
yeah, but I mean, 200.
Also, like Navajo almost
isn't Tokos a grappler, or am I thinking of somebody else?
Yeah, he's pretty mixed.
Kind of. But he's got a couple subs.
But asking about his ethnicity.
Okay.
All right, whatever. I was kind of timed my shit for that fight anyway because I didn't give a fuck.
You're all good. Not much to say about it, but yeah, it's a pretty good card, boys. I'll ask you guys what fight on the undercard are you most excited for?
Let me see the undercard again real quick. I know there's one that
probably
I want to see Chris Curtis get robbed and then just have a bitch fit. That in person, to see that in person. Oh,
there's still potential. There's still potential.
Jake Matthews versus Chitty. That's the answer. Of
honestly, course. Like that's probably like actually is the answer. It's probably the best
one.
It's definitely the answer.
I'll be a black horse here, and I'm gonna say Kennedy versus Walter Walker.
That could be a pretty fun one.
That should be a good fight.
I actually think that's going to be really good because I think that Walter's going to sub him in the first round. Is that crazy? I think he's going to. I think Walter's going to sub
I
him
see
first
Davis
half.
versus Ramirez being fun, but I'm looking
Oh,
forward
that's
to
gonna
it. Obviously, our little niche pact we've built up some heavy aura around Matthews versus Chitty, so I'm looking forward to that one for sure. Like I'm gonna be
Definitely.
giddy. I'm gonna be giddy as they're walking out. Yeah.
Dude, I just can't wait to see. Like, I really need it just for the memes and stuff. I just need Jake to knock him out and then do the after the like fucking does the shrug every time.
Yeah.
I love when he knocked out. I think it was Andre Fialho, and then he walks and he's like, "Sorry, there you go." You know, I need that. I need that so bad.
That was an all-time moment. His performance, 275
because
against Fialho.
Because
Just
Fialho was on like a fucking
maul. Yeah,
Fuck out of that, dude.
Fialho had done that. Like he was on that streak of like 3 fights in 3 months.
That was
and he
like
was
the
knocking
beginning
dudes
of
out.
Fialho's downfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost 5
Jake
in a row.
Matthews was putting it on his ass. Ooh,
Dude,
that
I remember that was like I watched that, and then somebody from a major MMA thing, they're like, Jake Matthews might be the best welterweight in the world, and I was like, I don't know about that.
Okay. Whoa, hold your
I was
horses.
like,
I've also always loved Jake because his nickname's the Celtic Kid,
right?
And the Scottish.
I will say that I did think that.
Let's go for it.
I did think that after that fight, I was like, man, like Matthews, like he might be like top 10 talent, top 15, and then like kind of laid an egg. I think in the next
he stumbled a little bit. I still think he's like rising though. He stumbled here and there along the way.
He's kind of comparable to like Neil Magny, because Neil Magny has always shown that he can do it, but then he'll just have a hurdle that he can't get over sometimes.
Well, let me tell you his losses in the last like 5 years. So Sean Brady, not bad. The one that threw me for a loop was the Semmelsberger loss, where I was like,
yeah, that's a bad one.
Because he beat Fialho and then he went out there and lost to Semmelsberger. But I think Semmelsberger was also like on a weird like kind of run right there. Then he beat Darius Flowers, lost to Michael Morales. I mean,
as one does to Michael Morales.
Right. And then he beat Phil Rowe. And I remember in the Phil Rowe fight, I thought he looked pretty good. And then he beat Francisco Prado. And Prado is that young dude who kind of went tooth and nail with Zell. I mean, didn't go tooth and nail with Zell.
Did I hear a Semi the Jedi shout?
Yeah, Semi the Jedi. Hell yeah. But I remember the Jake Matthews fight. Matthews was like had him fucked up. I think like Prado looked pretty rough after that fight, if I'm not mistaken. But speaking of, Prado is fighting at 318 against Veretinikov. I was 100% sure that Veretinikov was going to get cut after the loss to Vanderford because like he pushed him.
Yeah, shoved him.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So
I forgot Vanderford was even in the UFC.
Chitty is coming off of a victory over.
I'd imagine he just won that one fight and hasn't gotten back in yet.
I was about to say it's been forever. Hasn't he fought a couple times though?
In the UFC?
I will say Chitty just did beat CDS. God, that fight's good. Holy shit, that fight's good.
Who?
Just Chitty and Matthews. I mean, that's such a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
God, that's good.
Have y'all noticed? It seems like Chitty and Kennedy are on the same fucking cards every single time.
Yeah. Also, I'm kind of surprised Kennedy would come back to Nashville after getting.
Oh yeah, that was the only knockout on the card.
Yeah,
it's just nasty.
And imagine
I feel like if I ever got knocked out unless it was like Vegas or like New York or one of those places you have to go back to, but like Nashville, you get knocked out in Nashville, you're surely like, I'm not going back to Nashville. Like I'm not fighting there again for another fight night card.
Probably sounds bad, but it also I always get Kennedy and Chitty mixed up always because like
those Nigerian last names are
Kennedy
and
Njoku.
Yeah.
And they don't look crazy unsimilar. One of them just has short hair. One of them has like the, I guess whatever you call that little mini afro braid thing.
You know that Kennedy has a either new nickname or just this is a nickname. Sherdog has him as the American Savage. I've never heard that man introduced as the American Savage. Yeah, go on Sherdog. His name's the American Savage. The fuck? That is so funny. That's Kennedy. I wonder if Chitty's got. I mean, Chitty's is Chitty Bang Bang, but
yeah, it's African Savage, you dummy.
No, if you look on Sherdog, it says American Savage. Go on Sherdog.
Never. I've always heard him introduced as African Savage.
Hold on. No, that's cool, but I'm gonna screenshot this and send you what. That's why I was like, "What the fuck?"
Maybe he changed it. Maybe he heard about all the ice stuff going on. He was like, I'm the American Savage is what I meant to say.
I'm gonna send this to y'all. Yeah, for real.
Bang Bang. That's a smart nickname. I like that.
It's a good movie too. Old school, but yeah, I just sent it over.
The fucking child catcher in that movie, I would watch that at my grandma's house, gave me nightmares. Big old nose poking out, just going around snatching kids in wagons. What was I doing watching that at like 5 years old? Get out of here.
Dude, back in the day, I'm telling you, old school movie. See what I sent it to you guys.
Yeah, I did. That's all.
But there's something about old school movies, though, dude. I don't know what it is. Like, they made everything terrifying. Like, you remember, I don't know. It was never me, but my brother used to get terrified of the flying monkeys and the Wizard of Oz.
I got a lot of people. I never cared about that. The old fashioned Oompa Loompas used to creep me the hell out for some reason.
Dude, yeah.
Just something about the way they'd come in and start singing, and they just look, they're like green and orange. It's like, what's going on here? This is
Bird hates little people. No, dude, that I'm trying to think. I guess it was like, I don't know if you guys ever watched the To Kill a Mockingbird. I don't know if I think it was supposed to be scary, but there's a part at the end where fucking Robert Duvall plays Boo Radley, and he's standing in the corner, and he's just like, I can't do the face. He's like, fucking has that the special person's face. That's the best way I can put it. He's got a very interesting face. But yeah, I was right about the American Savage. I told you, Sherdog. But also Sherdog's like,
well,
shit.
I looked it up on Twitter to see if he changed it, and all I could find, I looked up American Savage Kennedy, and it was just a bunch of RFK shit. So I don't know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, American
he
Savage.
Is the American Savage.
is that Lee Harvey Oswald's new nickname? Is the American Savage? No. Anyway, well,
Jack Ruby.
That's the card, boys. That's the card. I'm excited for you guys to go there. I wish I was going, but I am not.
You could have.
I could have.
It was an option.
Well,
you chose not to be one of the homies. That's how it is. Guess who's now going to have to wait to get their T-shirt? You could have been here and gotten it the same time Max did.
See, the thing is, though, if I come down at a different time, instead of going to a card, we could just – that's an extra day of us just drinking. So, like, I mean, drinking fights. Drinking fights.
Drinking and fights.
Drinking at the fight.
Drinking for literally like an eighth of the price, or spending $30, $20 a fucking beer or whatever it is.
It's called a pregame, Knuckles.
True. We did pregame before.
It's called hiding the bottle in your butt crack as you sneak into Bridgestone.
Hey man, wear some boots and get some fire or airplane bottles.
I can imagine one of you guys sticking a flask of moonshine up your ass, and then the flask breaks and it's just fucking cuts the vein. The moonshine goes into your fucking blood system, and one of you guys just passes out.
That would be a hell of a time.
Oh shit. Well, I guess that's about it, boys.
All righty.
Cool.
All right. Well, appreciate everybody tuning in. As always, yeah, it's a good card. Looking forward to it. Yeah, all that good stuff. I don't have too much to say. Sorry, I'm kind of like Max. I'm struggling. I'm trying to stay alive too a little bit, but hope you guys enjoyed it. Keep tuning in and whatnot. And yeah. And Max, go ahead and take it away.
Yeah. Again, sorry about the lack of energy tonight. I've been going through it. I'm glad I made it through the whole thing. Appreciate everybody tuning in as always. And like I said before, if you're going to UFC Nashville, let us know. Let us know where you'll be, and be on the lookout for us. We'll be in our Bench Burner Sports shirts coming fresh from Squared Sister. So thank you, Squared Sister, for that.
Max doing a little bit of a Herbert the you know what impression over there. Our Bench Burner Sports t-shirts. Yeah. I do want to give a massive shout out to my sister who's making us Bench Burner shirts, and we're gonna be repping at the event. Hope to see y'all there. I'm sure we'll see Pedicus. We'll be meeting up with him. So shout out to Petty Boy. Anybody else there, let us know in the comments. Reach out to us on our social medias at X is at bench_burner, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, everywhere else at Bench Burner Sports. So if you want to reach out to us there, let us know you'll be at the event. We'll be on the lookout. Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.